Good morning, Sabina. Good morning, everybody. I will wait a couple, maybe like one more minute to see if we get anyone else coming along, and then we'll get started. All right, well, we might get started for our session today. So welcome everybody. My name is Luke and I'll be taking us for our final session on topic 5. So the final kind of session we're doing on topic 5, which is what is fascia and stretching. So the education portion for today is a bit of fun and it really tests you. It's a bit of a summary of each topic and a quiz. So I'm going to be asking questions related to the education from each of the previous sessions for this month that we've done for this topic, and see if we have any answers. And then if we can't, I'll provide answers as well. How does that sound?
Fine.
All right, we'll start with the first one and kind of what this whole topic is about. So what is fascia? Can anyone tell me?
It's it connects all your tissues, you know, well, to the muscles. The layer in between, that's that connective. Yeah, that sort of helps you to do your stretching and the movements. Brilliant
answer. Very good. So, like Sabina said, fascia is a fibrous collagenous net of connective tissue which kind of surrounds every single muscle, organ, cell in the human body. It's, if you want to think of it as kind of an interconnected web that makes up about 1/3 of our body and is used to transmit force across kind of our entire system, running all the way from the tip of your toes to the top of your head and kind of encompassing everything in between. The next question I'm going to ask is, what is myofascial release?
He's asking questions. Sorry, I didn't get the question.
That's where you use, you do exercises afterwards to release those muscles that have been used. Like, for instance, you can have a ball to, if you've got any tight spots, it just releases those. Particularly under the feet is a good one, where you get very tight. All little spots in your back or anywhere. Hips, muscles, arms, legs.
Yep, very good. So again, in an area where fascial dysfunction is occurring, the fascial cells can become dehydrated and kind of kinked up. And this can be caused by a couple of different reasons, including muscular strains, poor posture, trauma, inflammation, etc. And so these tender spots in kind of the bands of muscle and fascia produce pain. So we refer to these kind of as trigger points, and these trigger points can prevent proper function of a muscle by limiting its range of motion or weakening movement. So a myofascial release is pretty much putting pressure on these trigger point areas to reduce and release the kinked area.
Section 5.
next question is, can we name the different fascial lines in the body? There is 6 of them. I'll give you that hint. There are 6 different ones.
I must have missed this.
All right, that one is pretty tricky. So like I said, there are 6 different fascial lines which we commonly talk about in the human body. They are the superficial front line, the superficial back line, the lateral line, which runs down the side, the spiral line, the back of the arm line, and the front of the arm line. So they're kind of the main 6. And I think we've done a session on all of them to go through. The next question is, how long should we spend releasing fascia? So how long should
30,
fascia?
30 seconds.
Close. For fascia in particular, it takes a minimum of 90 seconds for the fascial network to respond to any pressure, and then a total of 3 to 5 minutes to release this trigger point. So minimum of 90 and then up to 3 to 5 to get full release of the fascia. To follow on from that, how long should we hold a static stretch for? That's where that 30 seconds comes into play. So once you've done the fascial release, you want to stretch the treatment area for a minimum of 30 up to around 60 seconds to kind of re-establish muscle length. All right, the next question is our third last one. What is the purpose of myofascial release?
To prevent injuries. And just to lengthen, to get the muscles back to where they were from when you're doing the exercises, if they've tightened up. So therefore you're releasing everything to get that stretch and movement back. So to prevent injuries.
Good answer. So the purpose of myofascial release is to soften and elongate the connective tissue. So by placing the pressure on the fascia, the substance within these fascial cells can be converted from a gel to a liquid, allowing the fibers to lengthen out and reduce tension across our system. Second last question. What are the 2 main purposes of stretching? I think Sabina got pretty close with her answer before.
To prevent injuries and
Body more supple.
Yeah. So the 2 main purposes, first one, like we've said, is to reduce the risk of future injury. The second is to increase our flexibility by enhancing the range of motion that joints are able to achieve. So good answer for that one. Last one, very last question. What equipment can we use for myofascial release?
A roller, the ball, the little spiky things on it to use that.
Rubber strap.
So I think that pretty much hits it on the head. Throughout the topic, we've commonly spoken about using kind of 2 main pieces, the foam roller and the trigger ball, so the ball with the spikes on it. But realistically, if you don't have access to any of this equipment, you can kind of use any firm kind of ball. So golf balls are good for under the feet. Tennis balls even are quite good. And then even like PVC pipe instead of having a foam roller. Anything that's going to be firm to allow you to roll the fascia and release. If it's too squishy, I guess, for lack of a better word, if it's too squishy, it won't really give you that pressure, which we said converts the gel in the tissue to liquid. So it needs to have firmness to it so that you're able to apply said pressure to the area and release the fascia. Very good, everybody. So that was our kind of review of the topic, and we had some really good answers in there covering what 4 to 5 weeks worth of content. So good stuff for knowing that. Now it took me a couple minutes this morning to have to rack my brain and get the answers out, but we did really well. Today we're going to do in terms of our exercise, it's kind of mobility based as well as a little bit of stretching. So it's going to have some compound exercises in it where we're doing kind of multiple things per movement to try and really increase mobility through range. So in terms of the equipment you'll probably need, you will need a chair, you'll need some dumbbells and a wall. So those are kind of the 3 pieces of equipment we'll use. I'll let you have about 30 seconds to grab that stuff while I set the room up, but then we'll get into our bit of a warm up. So I'll try and readjust everything so you guys can see me quite clearly.
Harry,
Yeah, she's fine.
what was news?
No, wasn't busy.
She's home. Yeah.
No, she was having coffee with a friend.
Oh.
All right. All right. So we'll get into a little bit of a warm up now. It'll be kind of the typical warm up we do in terms of what exercises it involves. And we're going to do every single one for about 30 seconds. So the first one is going to be our breathing in and reaching up, which we will start in about 5 seconds. Making sure you've got enough room, and we'll start. So breathing in, reaching up, arms coming overhead, and arms coming down. Good. Breathing in, reaching up nice and high, coming back down. Good. About 10 seconds left. All right, we're going to go into our standing thoracic rotation. So put hands across the body on the opposite shoulders and twisting to one wall as far as you can and twisting back. Really feeling that stretch right at the end, trying to get as far as you can, keeping the feet firmly planted. All right, good. Going into our walking on the spot. Just nice and loose, walking on the spot for about 30 seconds. And then we're going to go into our heel taps. Make sure just getting some movement, lifting those feet up, swinging those arms. We've got about 10 seconds left. Then we're going to go into the heel taps. 3, 2, 1. Coming down into our heel taps. So tapping forward, alternating sides. Very good. About 15 seconds left. Good. Final 5 seconds. All right, we're now going into our step forward into squat and back to normal. So I'll bring the camera up a little bit. So stepping forward into our squat, squatting down, coming back up, stepping back. You can alternate which foot you step forward with. So remember, feet about shoulder width apart, butt goes down, chest comes over, bring back. Got about 5 seconds left on this one. 3, 2, one. We're now going into our 2 steps forward toe tap, 2 steps back toe tap. Let me just clear my area a little bit more. So we're going 1, 2, tap, 1, 2, tap. Working through at our own pace, nice and controlled. Doing this one for about 5 more seconds. All right, going into our high leg kicks. So lifting this one up, keeping our legs straight, kicking up. Should feel a bit of tension down the back of your leg as you do this one. Just going to as high as you can control. Five more seconds. All right, we are now going into our shadow boxing with our dumbbells. So we'll grab our dumbbells. All right, and we'll go into our shadow boxing in 5 seconds, and we're doing just jabs. Ready and go. So jabbing out, coming back. Alternating sides. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. We're now going into our fast feet on the spot. So you either keep holding your dumbbells or place them down. Going into our fast feet on the spot. 30 seconds worth. Just going as fast as you can manage. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Going back into our shadow boxing with our dumbbells. We are doing straight punches as fast as we can. Ready? 3, 2, 1. As fast as we can. Five, 3, 2, 1. Very good. We're now doing our arm circles with our dumbbells, going forward and back. So forward and backwards. Five more seconds. All right. Now again, going into our high knee to extension. We're doing 30 seconds on each side. So we'll do right leg first. Knee up, extending out, bring it back. Halfway there. Three, two, one. Going into our other side. Left foot now. Ten seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Finishing off, walking on the spot. Just nice and slow. 30 seconds worth. Just swinging the dumbbells and the arms. Ten seconds left. All right, holding there, everybody. Our warm-up done. So we are now going to go into our strength circuit, and it's gonna entail 6 different exercises. We'll go 5 different exercises, and we're going to do 3 sets of about 10 to 12 reps. So remember, as we're going through this, I'll count my reps out, but make sure you're working at your own pace. Don't need to be rushed. Just make sure you're being nice and safe and working through at your own pace. I will give a bit of a demonstration of the 5 exercises we're going to do. Like I said, they're compound exercises, so there's going to be multiple components to each exercise. So the first one is the suitcase squat to bicep curl. So suitcase, you're holding your dumbbells in your hands, kind of like if you're walking down the street holding a suitcase or a briefcase, holding it there. One on each side, and you're going squatting down. Remember, feet about hip width apart, squatting down, back up, then you're curling your arms up for the bicep curl and back down, and that's 1. So again, squatting down, keeping your arms by your side, back up, curl. So that one's the suitcase squat. The next one, we don't need our dumbbells. It is a push-up to mountain climber. So you can either use the wall or a bench. And remember, the further away your feet are from the wall, bench, or chair, the harder it's going to be. So from here, letting your chest come down, pushing back up, and then the mountain climber component is you're lifting your knee and bringing it to the opposite elbow. So if I were to do it, kind of more front on for you guys, chest comes down, pushing up, then I'm taking my right knee across my body to my left elbow, and then coming down, pushing back up, other side. So that one's the push up to mountain climber. The lunge to lateral raise. So with the lunge, starting at one side, you're going to lunge, so step wide, move the butt back, and then come back, lateral raise, so lifting up to the side. And we're going to do 5 on each side of those ones. Deadlift to row. So you're going to start dumbbells on the front of your legs, up nice and tall. You're then going to have a soft bend in the knee. So if you think your knees are straight, you want just a slight bend in them, and then they stay there. From the soft bend, you're moving your butt backwards, letting your chest come down towards the ground, keeping your back straight. You're going to go till you feel some tension down the back of your legs, down the hamstrings. And then from there, you're going to bring the dumbbells, pull them up to your chest, back down, and then stand up. So that one is the deadlift to row. We're now going to do a forward lunge to high knee. And you can either hold the dumbbells in your arms or not, but you're going to step forward, lunge down, up to a high knee, and then back. So side on, that looks like stepping forward, lunging down, coming up to a high knee. We are then, and that's the last one. So we're going to do 3 lots of 10 to start with. So everyone, dumbbells ready. We're going to start with our suitcase squat to bicep curl. I'll give us about 10 seconds to get ready. And remember, working at our own pace, don't feel rushed, just moving along as you can. All right, and suitcase squat to bicep curl. We'll go for 10. So down, up, curl. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, couple seconds rest, and we're going to go to our push-up to mountain climber. All right, and we're going to go for 10. So, stand, leaning nice and tall, and going down. So 1, chest goes down, push back up, knee to opposite elbow. That's 1. Knee to other elbow, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Very good. All right, next one, side lunge to lateral raise. Starting with our dumbbells by our side, and we're going to do 5 each way. So we're lunging to the side, coming back up, lifting the dumbbells up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, now lunging to the opposite side and lunging out, coming back. 1, 2, 3, 4, last one, 5. Okay, now going to our deadlift to row. So feet about hip width apart, dumbbells down the front, up nice and tall, and into our deadlift. So remember, soft knees, moving the butt, trying to push your butt back to the wall behind you, chest coming over, keeping your back straight. So going down, pushing away, At the bottom, dumbbells coming up, down, standing back up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and standing up. Good. All right, last one. Forward lunge to high knee. So we're going to alternate legs. And I'll do it side on so you guys can see. All right. And doesn't matter which foot you start with, it's up to you, but just make sure we're alternating. So stepping forward, down, up to the high knee. That's 1. Feet together, stepping back. Other side. Down, up, stepping back. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Making sure, working at your own pace. We'll have about 30 seconds rest, and then we'll go for our next set. So that's 1 down, we got 2 more. And remember, we're going to start with the suitcase squat to bicep curl. So we've got about 10 seconds left before we start our second set. If you need to take a bit longer, that's all right. Remember, working at your own pace, not rushing through. And if you feel like you want to do a couple extra reps per set, that's all right. You can go anywhere up to 12. Just make sure you're working at your own pace. All right. Suitcase squat to bicep curl. Setting up, feet about hip width apart, and going down for our first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. All right, dumbbells down, getting ready for our push-up to mountain climber. All right, and going down for our first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Remember, working at our own pace, we're now going to our forward lunge to raise. Our side lunge, sorry. Side lunge to lateral raise. Remember, 5 on each side. All right. And stepping out, lunging down, and lifting up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, going to the other side. Make sure I'm not hitting anything. All right, and lunging out, bring it back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, couple seconds and we'll go into our deadlift and row. So feet hip width apart, dumbbells down the front, and soft bend in the knee, moving the butt back, chest comes over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, last one. Going to our forward lunge to high knee. Remember, alternating legs every time. Doesn't matter which one you start with. Just making sure we're alternating. And stepping forward, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Again, just working your own pace, no need to rush. We'll have about 30 seconds rest and then we'll go into our last set of everything. And then we'll get into some stretching to finish off. Take a drink of water if you need. Making sure we're staying hydrated. Got about 10 seconds left. And then we'll get ready for our third lot, of all the exercises. All right, starting with our dumbbells, got our suitcase squat to bicep curl. Remember, working at our own pace. If you need a bit longer rest, that's all right. Ready, and going down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Dumbbells down, going into our push up to mountain climber. Remember, going down and knee to opposite elbow. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Third last exercise. Lateral lunge. So side lunge to lateral raise. I'll do this one this way so you guys can see the dumbbells as we lift. So 5 each side. Lunging out to the side. Back. 1. 2. 3. 4. Lunging out to the side. 5. All right, going to the other side now. So I'll do that facing this way. Lunging out. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Very nice. Second last exercise, deadlift to row. So remember, dumbbells at the front, feet about hip width apart, and remember moving the butt back, chest comes over. Working at your own pace, but I'll start now. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good, guys. Last exercise, our forward lunge to high knee. All right. Remember, alternating sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. All right, that is the exercise portion done. If you keep working, that's all right. Remember, working through at your own pace. We're now going to do some stretching to finish off. So, first one is going to be a standing overhead stretch. So you're going to breathe in as you raise your arms up. I'm just going to avoid the fan. So arms going up. And then when you exhale, you're coming down and lowering your arms and having a little bit of a compression, just letting the spine stretch out a little bit. So coming up, and up. And up. Do 3 more. Reaching up and down. Last one, breathing in and out. Good. The next one is a reach overhead to gentle roll down. So I want you to think about a couple things on this one. Feet being wide, because you want to be able to stretch the adductors. So your legs are going to be out wide. And as you're rolling down, I want you to think about rolling down each vertebra one at a time. So you're going to start up, legs are going to be wide. You're going to breathe out and think about curling every single vertebra down one at a time as you roll down. Rolling down. And just go as low as you can. You're going to hold for 3 breaths. And then rolling back up the same way. Coming up 1 vertebra at a time. Rolling back up. We're going to do 2 more of those. So starting up nice and tall. And exhaling and breathing down, rolling your body down. Slowly, piece by piece as it comes down. As low as you can manage. And you feel like there's a good stretch. And holding for 3 breaths. And coming up. And we'll do 1 more of these ones. And arms up. And rolling down nice and slow as we breathe out. Three breaths at the bottom. Rolling back up. All right, we're going to do 1 more stretch. You can do this one seated down. It's just going to be our seated rotation. So arms across the shoulders. You're going to twist. We're going to hold one way for 5 seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming back to the middle and twisting the other way. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to do 2 more each way. 3, 4, 5. And again. 3, 4, 5. 1 more each way. And last one, going to the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relaxing. Okay. All right, everybody. So we are now done for the day. Does anyone have any questions? You might need to unmute if you want to ask a question. If not,
Very
Yeah,
good workout.
good workout. Yeah, I mean, I'm sweating. I hope you got
I had to put the fan on, yes.
me too, actually. Yeah, that was good. Very good. So, like I said, this was the last session on topic 5. So next week it'll start topic 6. So it'll be something completely new for you guys. And I hope you enjoy it. I think it might be Ashley taking that session. I'm not too sure, but whoever it is, they'll be full of information for you. All right. Have a great rest of your day, everybody.
Thank you. And you.
See you in the future. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Luke. Bye.
Bye.